The first thing we're going to do when trying to code in Python is open up a new file called untitled. Here, what we code and then run will run over here in the terminal, but it can be edited and typed in here. Alright, so we're trying to do a couple things. One, we're going to need to print a greeting to the user based on them inputting their name. Then we're going to have to print the current date that the code is written and my name. Then we'll have to create a list of food items found in the SMCC Ocean View Dining Hall menu from the 14th week of the semester, or 15th for this in this case. And then we'll have to assign a price to each food item. And then finally, we'll have to use a print statement that includes the username and the price of the item that they select after receiving a response from the user. For the greeting, we'll simply type name as a variable and then set it to an input value so it does so that the user's typing after this will be set to that values, and every time we use name in the code it will replace it with the user's input. In these parentheses we can have it ask a question. What is your name? And that will display as the prompt that the input is responding to. So let's note that down. Input is the user's response and becomes the data that the variable is assigned. Alright, so we have the name part down, and next we're going to greet the user. So make sure all your typing is lowercase unless it is within these brackets, and we're going to use the print command. The print command prints anything within some parentheses right next to it. It can also print the name variable, so anything we want to be said literally just typed out on the screen we'll put inside of these commas, not commas, apostrophes, hello, and then to separate them I'll do a comma here and then name to say the variable. Alright. Print directly types out anything other than those and can say whatever is assigned to a variable. Alright. One moment. Print a name. Alright, and next up we're doing the date. Print. This is just another simple print, except this time we don't need to do anything except for these parentheses. Today is December 5th, 2024, and I am Marks. Alright. Another print just types out what is within those. Alright, next we're going to be using a dictionary in order to list items and prices associated with those items. So, dict would be equal to, and then we're going to input the values. Where's dict is equal to seared beef romaine, not sure how to say it, and then the variable, this is the key, and I believe this would just refer to as the value pair, yes. That would be 499 in this case. We can add as however many of these as we want. So that's fried chicken, and then we 245. When they're within parentheses like this, it's just words that we can use. Dots don't matter here. It doesn't have to be a float variable when it comes to dictionary stuff. They're very similar to an array, but they allow letters and spaces. And what's the last one? She's very fun. And that will be 3, and we'll close it off with another curly bracket. Now we're not actually done with this line, as in order to be able to print this or put it into a function and used as a variable, we're actually going to have to make it assigned to something. So we're going to call this menu. So menu becomes dict equals this. It didn't allow me to directly call dict, most likely because there could be multiple dictionaries. So this being assigned that means that if we want to access this stuff and have it print or be used in any of our other code, we'll just use menu as the variable. Alright, so we'll just straight up print menu. We don't need any commas when we're just printing that. It'll just print this straight up. Oh, allow me to comment on this. Dict allows keys to be paired with values. Menu gets assigned dict, but can be used elsewhere in the code as a variable. Print is just normal. We've already made some comments on that. Alright, now here comes the tricky part. We have our name, we have greeting, we have the date, we have the list of food, and now we need to use a print statement that includes the username and the price of the item after receiving a response from the user. So we're actually going to do this in a bit of a roundabout way. A pop value basically just pops out the, well, one, how do I explain this? So we're going to have the user input something, and this is going to be the name of the dish they want, and the output is going to have to be the price. Input, what would you like? For a project. So this is going to ask this question, and then whatever the user responds will get assigned this. It's actually going to be one of these, but price is just to say, because the output, we're going to use it to find the price. I could say that as item, but we're going to use item down here. I guess it would make sense to switch them. Hold on. The item wanted. Okay. So what this does, this assigns what the user would like to order as the value of item. Yes. And what we're going to use over here is the price is equal to the menu, and then we're going to use something called pop. Now, pop is used to basically visually remove a set from the this. So if I were to use pop, and then I would say, if I were to do pop with seared beef lo mein, then the next time I did print menu, I would have buttermilk fried chicken and cheeseburger on a bun, but I wouldn't have the lo mein in that printed menu. But this means that we can actually, if we pop out that item and it returns this, we can use that as a variable in order to get the price, but not the seared beef lo mein. So I'll show what that looks like. Pop item. Essentially what this is doing is price is equal to menu and then the popped item. So whatever is popped out, I like to think of it as just separating. So we're just kind of cutting it in two. Or two technically, but not evenly. Menu pop item. And then we will print. Sorry, there's a shortcut here, but I just had to fix something. So in the print, we're going to print a price and then the name, and that's going to appear here. So this value, essentially, the pop is popping out this, and the value is, this value is associated with it. And this item, so this becomes this, which is put into here. And then the associated variable price is right here. And when we print it, the price is going to appear right here. Menu pop makes it so that whatever key is inside of it does not appear when the dict is next printed, but this allows us to use that pop as a value to a variable, allowing us to access the value pair. So, if we would like to display the name of the dish instead of this, we would just put down item, but in order to display this, we'll put down price. So we're going to save this, and then we're gonna run it. What is your name? This time I'll be Sarah. Hello Sarah, today is 12/15/2024 and I am Maya Martz. Here's our menu: seared beef lo mein, $4.99, buttermilk fried chicken, $2.45, cheeseburger on a bun, $3. What would you like? This time I would like buttermilk fried chicken. And this is my price that is associated right here, and that is the inputted name of the user.